What's going on, everybody? This is Level Up Gaming here, and just for the sake of it, I wanted to see if maybe I could create a pre-existing game character, a game character that doesn't actually belong to Fallout 4, but one that is like in another game. I wanted to see if I could create Claire Redfield from Resident Evil, and I'm gonna go with the Revelations 2 version. I actually do have a picture I saved somewhere on my phone. I don't remember where I saved it. Wow, I did not do a good job at organizing this. I don't even know where it is. I have no idea. What the fuck where did it go? It was here. I had it. It was here. Alright, well, I'm gonna go find it. You guys just hang tight while I do. Alright, Claire Redfield. Okay, Claire Tedfield, Revelations 2, I guess is what I wanted to look up, so that's fine. I've always wanted to make a video game character from another game in this one, but I couldn't figure out what game I wanted to make, or what character I wanted to make.
Never changes.
So I decided instead I would just pick one at random, and I was updating my Patreon page when I had put my Resident Evil Let's Play on there. So in short, I ended up getting the idea for Claire Redfield, and I also could do Moira Burton, but I don't really want to. I have a problem pronouncing her name, apparently, but I don't really want to. I just want to do Claire Redfield right now, and we might do another character from Resident Evil in the future, but I think this is a new thing I'm going to start doing, because I really love the character customizer in this game, and I'm going to start trying to create characters. Alright, so let's see, this part of her head isn't really as big as it is why can't I should be able to, oh, okay, there we go. Alright, so let's move this in a little bit, maybe move it up some. Alright then, now we go with the cheeks here. We're gonna puff those out a little bit and give them that real Puff Daddy look. I don't really understand why. Oh, they need to be up more.
That looks nice.
It does look nice. Alright, and then this part right here, I'm gonna expand outward a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't want it to go too far out.
Looking good.
Alright, now the chin. The chin is a little bit flatter. I'm gonna see if there's a way that I can flatten it. Oh, that just makes it look like it's poking out. Actually, that kind of looks exactly like it's supposed to. Alright, so that's pretty much the jawline here. I don't really know what it looks like from the side, so we're just going to go off of what I know. I think there might be a side picture here somewhere. Awesome, there it is. Alright, so it does poke out a little bit more. Maybe like that. Perfect. Nope, not entirely perfect. It was a little too much. Oh, no, there goes my phone. Alright, well, that should be pretty good. And now the nose. The nose is definitely not the same. Actually, I should start with the mouth. What the fuck? Oh, okay, well, I'll go fuck myself. Alright, so let's scale that back up to where it was and push it back out a little bit more. Because really, that's how her chin is. Maybe not that grotesquely huge, but, you know, something like that. Move it up a little bit, too, because hers is...
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, you're really enjoying that chin. Alright. And now her top lip is kind of skinny, but I don't think that that's the same shape that hers is.
Such great cheekbones.
So, let's see here. Is it more average? No. It's probably more like a... I could probably zoom in on the picture. I just don't really want to. Actually, the downturned is pretty much how it is. Her mouth is a little bit wider in Resident Evil. That's okay. I'm not really going to mess with that too much. But I do want to scale this out. No, not like that. Which way? Ah, here we go. Scale it out just a little bit. Drop the scale here. And, I don't really understand what's going on now. Alright then. And then I'll just keep it like that.
Great lips.
I guess, because I don't really see what else I could do. Now for the corners of the mouth, which are somewhat pointed upward. Nope, that's the wrong way. Somewhat pointed upwards. Give her that smile-ish look, but not really.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
It's really not that bad. I think I'm getting pretty close here. I'm gonna go ahead and save this video clip real quick. Alright then. So now we're moving on to the nose, and the nose is kind of a little bit, well, that's not what I wanted to do. Kind of a little bit bigger around. What kind of scale do we got here? What kind of scaling are we doing? Oh, okay, scaling it like that. Well, that's how it should be scaled. Alright then. And I don't think her nose is exactly like that in Resident Evil. Actually, it is a lot like that. It's a little bit straighter up here, though.
My nose, right?
If I can get a good grip on this. Nope, that's not where I needed to be. Here we go. Alright, so now I just move it out a little bit like this. Maybe not quite that far out. And then we're going to make this part here point downward. Oops. No, I'll cancel that because that's actually not what I was trying to do. I don't really know what this is. What is this? I'm just making the nose massive is what I'm doing. Alright. Well, it's not that big, so we'll just put it right back there.
Yeah, I like that.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you like it because I think it's hideous. Really don't think I'm doing a good job at this. Her nose kind of points down a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
My beautiful wife.
I don't know if I'd call that beautiful. I mean, I kind of stuck the nose out too much, but that's okay. We'll just put it back the way it was, and I'll redo the scale on this one. Oops, not that way. Oh, wait a minute. Kind of screwing this up. Alright, perfect. There we go.
Not bad.
That's where it needs to be.
Not bad at all.
Alright, so then we'll go back over here to this other picture that I'm already was looking at. And I'll kind of move the nostrils out just a little bit. Give them a little bit of space there. Move them down some. And there we got that. Well, that's not exactly how it is in the picture, so we'll move it up a little bit and a little bit more in. Alright, perfect. And now we go to the eyes. Her eyes have a squinty look to them, but we're going to start with the brow over here. The brow is definitely what I want to start with.
That works.
And I'm sitting on my foot, so I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to definitely go with the thin rounded, because I'm going to straighten that out just a little bit. Alright, so we'll go to the outer brow here. I'm not really sure what... Oh. Well, I'm not really sure if her brows do that. But let's take a look at that. Not exactly. I think I'm going to move them back in where they should be. What the fuck? Are they... Can I move them back in? Oh, okay, that's how they are. No, they are moved out a little bit. We'll say about probably right there. I don't know, maybe not exactly right there. Maybe about, yeah, maybe about right there.
Yeah,
Alright.
I like that.
Sorry, I'm sick. Anyway, so then we go back over here to this other picture. And I'm going to kind of widen this part of the face out. Not too much. I just want it to be a little bit more even.
You are so
Alright.
beautiful.
This part right here needs to go in more. It's just a little too much in the, Alright.
That looks nice.
It certainly does. Alright, we gotta sink this part in a little bit. Oh, not like that. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Now I can edit this and do it right.
Such a great smile.
Alright. Now this part here, if I can get a good hold of it here. Where are you? Here we go. This part here needs to go in more. I was actually wrong when I thought that it went that way. It didn't. What is it even doing? Okay, here we go. Awesome. Then we move it up a little bit. Nope. Maybe right about there.
Still got it.
Yeah, huh. Alright. And nope, not that. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Right here. Well, she looks genuinely pissed off. I wouldn't say she looks like Claire Redfield at all. Alright, well. Now she just looks like she's about to headbutt somebody with those cheekbones in an attempt to commit a murder.
Sweetie, you look
I think
as beautiful
this
as the day we met.
actually does need to be scaled down a bit, because I think it is a little bit too out there. Alright then, so now we're going to not do that, because that's not what we want to do.
Yeah, that works.
I don't think it does, but, you know, everybody has their own opinions of themselves. Here we go, that's what I wanted. Move this up a little bit.
That's
Yeah,
the face
there
I
we
fell in
go.
love with.
Awesome. Alright, so now we're gonna have to change a few things again. This obviously is gonna have to be brought out more.
That looks nice.
Perfect. Okay, now she's starting to look like it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's change the eyes here. Gonna
Sean
go with
totally
more
has
of
your
a...
eyes.
Nah, not something like that. Nope, don't like that either. We're gonna go with maybe, not a
I
worried
think
set.
Sean has my eyes.
Piercing. Would piercing fit the profile? Maybe we'll go with narrow.
Such pretty eyes.
Nah, narrow's too narrow. Shrewd? Nope, just looks like she's absolutely infuriated. I like piercing. I think piercing is where it's at.
Yeah, I like that.
She likes it too, so I guess we're doing something right. Alright, let's go to the nose. Because I don't like the way that is.
As
Pretty.
beautiful as the day we met.
Okay, now it just looks like a bowling ball, only for smell. Kind of makes her look like the extinct dodo bird.
Not
Not
bad.
really sure why I'd want that.
Not
Alright,
bad
she's
at
just
all.
increasingly looking more and more like a kid my baseball team called Bulldog back when I was 12. I think I'm just gonna...
So pretty.
Okay, well I passed up the nose that I was on. Maybe we'll just stick with pretty number 2, and I'll just do a few edits. I don't really understand why all the other noses make her look like a pissed off football player. I'm gonna definitely need to find a good picture here of her at an angle, so I got that nose down. Where is it? That's perfect. Alright, let's turn her to that angle there. Awesome. Actually kind of looks just like her, so I pretty much got it spot on perfect. The only thing I got wrong was the size of it. It doesn't poke out that... Nope, that's the wrong way. There we go. It pokes out about that far.
I still got it.
Yeah, that's about right. Alright. Now this part here. Right here. There we go. That's gonna move up a little bit.
Every time I see that face,
And then we'll move this out some more. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot. Alright, perfect. That's the Claire Redfield face right there. Alright, now let's try and move this mouth a little bit. Maybe we'll scale it up just a tad, not a lot. I don't really want it to be scaled that much. Now she just looks like she's puckering up. Come on over here, honey, and give me a kiss. Wow. Alright then. We'll put that right back where it was. But I do like the size of that mouth. I think I'm gonna
Still got it.
try and narrow this lip down a little bit. Just get... Nope. There we go. Let's go ahead and move it out. Scale it down at the same time. There
Are
we
you staring
go.
at those lips too? Or is that
Yes,
just
I
me?
am. I'm trying to edit them, actually, so yeah, I guess I am staring at them. Alright, then we'll fatten this one up here just a little bit, just a smidge, just to give her that full look on that.
That's nice.
And, her mouth isn't necessarily that close to her nose, so we'll move that down a bit, right about there. Well, that should be the Claire Redfield face right there, if everything went as planned, which it probably did not, but, you know, what can you do? Win some, you lose some, I guess. I could just make her look like a crackhead right now. Oh, well, for some weird reason, Google thinks I'm trying to speak to it. So I'll just take this into my own hands here. I think Claire probably has this, you know, just a little bit more cheek space here, but not too much. I don't really want to drown her out in her own cheeks. So we'll take a little bit of that away. I don't really know why that happened, or how I'm supposed to get... Well, I guess I'll save this video clip real quick. Give me a second. Awesome. Well, I learned this part of the jawline that I kept trying to make that I kept trying to make stick out actually does not stick out, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's what Claire Redfield looks like now. Well, I'll just sink that right back into its slot where it came from.
Not
And
bad at all.
this part right here actually is not supposed to stick out. I mean, it should be face downward, but it should not stick out. So maybe about right here. And we'll, yeah, maybe right there. I don't know, something like that. Alright. And then the cheeks are definitely correct. I don't know about this part. This portion of the cheeks probably or not. Alright, well.
Yeah, I like that.
They should be fine. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wow, what the fuck? What the shit? What did I do? Did that just, like, increase her... Does she have, like, 2 massive tumors on her sides of her chins? What is this? Oh, it's the outer jaw. Alright, then. I'll just move that out of the way, because that's not actually going to be useful for anything.
As good as the day we met.
Alright. And now it's time for the hair. So first I'll go to the color, because we all know what color her hair is. It's a very deep red.
I have the best hairdresser.
And now we're going to go to... That's not really the style she uses, but we're going to try and find the right style. Okay, here's short crop. No, we're going to go to a place where we know that it's a style she might use. There's the sophisticate, kind of makes her look like a school teacher. That's definitely not something you'd see Redfield having on her head. Alright then. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I really don't. But actually, I think I will keep that real quick. Just
your new hairstyle.
shut up. But I think I will keep that a hold of that right now, because there is something that I think is weird about this character here.
Oh,
Definitely
yeah, that works.
way too skinny around these bottom parts right here. We're gonna have to add a little bit to it. Oh, shit. Look. Alright, there we go. I need just a picture straight up of her actual face here. Give me a second. I mean, this is all at an angle. Oh, yes, there we go. Now I can see. Alright. So move that a little back. And this actually does come in handy for something. I was putting it off, but in reality it actually is worth something here. We're not going to move it out all the way. I just moved it out all the way to get an idea of what it was. Because it defines her jawline right here. But we are going to move it in a little bit. There we go.
Not bad.
Awesome.
Not bad at all.
Awesome. Alright, so then this part right here. I don't really know what these do. What does that do? I don't get it. Oh, okay, that's what that does. Alright, sweet, so we'll keep that right there. Why not? Alright. And my mistake, the chin was a little bit wider than I put off. Just don't want it to be too wide, but it does need to come down a little bit. Oh, well, I didn't want it to go to the left. It's okay, I guess. Does need to come down just a tad, though. Maybe not that much. Alright. Now for the ears. The ears, Claire, the ears. Really gotta get your ears in there. And figure out, well, that's an outfit I've never seen in Revelations 2. Why she's got that on. Alright then. I'm not really finding. I guess the ears are pretty much the same. Let's see here. They go back a little more. What is this? Awesome. That's just about what they do. Alright. So they probably stick out just a little more than that. Oops. Oh, here we go. Alright. That's what that does. Alright, so then let's, looking straight, and Awesome, that's about right.
Hon, you look as good as the day we met.
Alright, now let's go ahead and see if I can find something here that's correct. Yeah. That's actually about right. Alright. We can go with something like that, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't, but, you know. I don't like any of the hairstyles for Fallout 4 for any of the characters, male or female. I think they all suck. I don't know, I don't really like any of the options, so I'm just gonna go with the one I like the most, evening out.
Yeah, I like that.
I bet you do. Alright. There you have it, everybody. That's about as close as I could get to a Claire Redfield remake. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. And make sure to go on there and check out my, my what's it called, my Patreon account that I just made. I just recently made it for the sole purpose of building a new computer so that maybe I could play games like this, you know, on the actual computer with mods, show you guys some of the cooler parts of the game, some mods and all that good jazz. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and do it and stuff. Alright. Well, as part of a little bonus, I think I'm gonna also try to mimic the body type, just because I want to, and because I'm not quite through with this LP. So there was an image here somewhere of Claire standing perfectly still. I mean, obviously it's an image, but there it is. So she was just standing there. So we're gonna go ahead and try and get to that body build that she's got. So let's see. We're gonna maybe bring it down. I don't know. I don't really like the way the characters are made in this game, but you know, I mean, I guess you can't be too picky. So, yeah, this is probably about as close as I'm gonna get. Something like this. I mean, she's probably got a fair amount of muscle, I would assume, given that she's been through several of these crazy zombie outbreaks. So, yeah, either we're gonna just have to stick with the default build, or I'm gonna have to go up a little bit more over here, which still doesn't even look like her. But that's alright, I guess we'll go up a little bit more over here. We'll put a little bit of junk in that trunk and everything else, and that's about as close to her as it's gonna get, I guess. Alright. So there was the bonus. We got the body type down, we got the face down. Couldn't get the hair down because Bethesda didn't add the right hair color in. That's okay. Or not hair color, hairstyle in. That's okay though. Luckily she did still have the brown eyes that Claire's got. And that's a picture there of Claire apparently punching Moira in the face. I don't really know why that was made. Well, I guess in some of these, Claire's got different color eyes. We got green, brown, blue, whatever we want. Well, just for the sake of it, I guess I'll just go with green, because I just like green better. Where are you? There we go, green.
You do know you've got the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen.
I see that, and that's coming from... Who does he resemble? I don't even know. Leave a comment about that, too, because I'm really curious now. Alright, and then, we can go over here to extras. Maybe we could do a little bit of this lipstick nonsense. Actually, that should be perfect right there. That looks about the same color as in this picture. So we'll go with that. We've also got some eyeliner options here. So let me see. Maybe something like that. We'll just go ahead and put that in there.
Nice.
Oh, what the okay, well, guess I'll just go fuck myself. Alright, we'll put that in there. Where is it? No, not that one. We'll go with that. I thought there was another one. It's definitely not that one. We'll go ahead and throw that on there too. That looks about right. And she doesn't look like she has any real lower eyeliner. And maybe a little bit. Maybe something like this. I just found an actual picture. It turns out the picture that I was using as a reference was not even a real picture of Claire Redfield from the game. It was a picture of some girl cosplaying Claire Redfield. I don't really know why Google brought that up instead of the actual thing, but there's definitely some eyeshadow involved here. Something that looks a little bit like this and this hybrid. Alright. Yep, that looks about right. Perfect. So there it is.
I still got it.
And she doesn't seem to have any real blemishes on her face. I mean, aside from that busted lip in this picture from being punched in the face, I don't really know why all the characters are punching each other, but I'm just gonna leave that to the creators of the game, Resident Evil, to decide. There is a picture on here where her hairstyle looks very similar to the one I'm using now, only it's a little bit longer, it's a little bit closer to her, well, it's actually grown out to her shoulders. But this girl in this game does not have a hairstyle like that, so this is the closest we're going to get. The cheeks up here need to be moved in a little bit. They definitely are not that far out there. Nope, never mind. Can't do that, apparently. Okay. Well, I guess that's just how the face is made, but that's fine. And in this picture, I actually like the way the corners of the mouth are. They're the way I originally wanted them, where they're a little bit more out into like a smirk. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Well.
Sean has your smile, you know.
Ah, here we go. That's more like it. We're going to move this downward. I don't really want it to be that huge. Okay. I really don't want it to be that huge. I honestly cannot understand why it's that huge. Or why it's protruding from her face. Okay, well. I guess I'll have to do this again. Oh, okay, that looks more normal. Yeah, that's definitely how it looks in this picture. Makes a lot more sense now. I'm gonna go ahead and move down a little bit.
Nice.
Doesn't it though? Alright, well, there you go. Claire Redfield. Alright everybody, thanks for watching this video. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I was actually trying to come up with something funny the last few times I tried to record this stupid fucking clip at the end here. But I've given up. I really don't care anymore. I'm not trying to crack a joke. I did mention something about my Patreon page. I am working on that. I will put a link in the description. It is a project that I'm working on. Unfortunately, it's still got some flaws from when I was a rapper. Well, no, I can't say when I was a rapper because I never really was a rapper, but when I used to rap. And if you want, I'll put a Newgrounds page up there that's got all of my stuff up there, so you can go and listen to some of my rap music. I don't really care for it myself. I think I did pretty shitty. I mean, there's a few songs that were pretty good, but for the most part, I didn't really care for it. I mean, on the other hand, I also have some heavy metal songs up there on the same Newgrounds page. You'll see those. It starts at All Alone and it leads up to Let Me Out, and there's about to be a new one up there too called In the Shadows, so check those out. I'm more proud of those than anything. So yeah, I think I'm done here. I think I pretty much said everything I needed to say. No wisecracks. Alright, so yeah, I mean, have a good one, or or don't. I don't really care anymore. I was gonna Alright, well, the last 5 times that I tried to record, it's done this, and it usually stops when I hit the button several times. Unfortunately, this time it's not, so I don't really know what's going on. I don't know if it's just gonna... Are you really doing this? Come on now. Alright, well, I guess I'm stuck in this recording. There's nothing I can do. I'll just keep hitting the X button until eventually something happens. Hopefully something will happen when I keep... when it gets up to about 30 minutes in length. Alright then, well, Share Factory sure is top notch. Definitely second to none I've never had a problem with a program like I've had problems with this program.